crazy with capital K. Like, she's crazy like crazy glue. So she's just like all over the freaking place. So we agree to meet on Monday. We meet on Monday at 7:30. We have a paper that's due on Wednesday, yesterday, for when I'm filming this, at 11:59. And we have to complete the paper, and it's like an analysis of an industry. And we are working on the part, right? So I have a lot of knowledge about the industry that we're talking about. So I'm doing if you know what this is, that's cool. If not, I'm not going to explain it to you. It's fine. But it's the Michael Porter's 5 Forces analysis was my part. You're talking about competitive advantage, build competitive like rivalry. You're talking about like your buyer power, your supplier power, and on and on and on. New entrants into the market, whatever. Just there's like 5 things, and then you've got to rank them, whether they're high, low, or moderate. And I wrote this paper, my part of this analysis, so well that this girl, Rebecca, thought it was part of a business journal. Let me translate that for you. She asked me on multiple occasions if I plagiarized. That was all written from the dome, from the noggin, the good old noodle up here. Now keep in mind, at my ripe age of 25, I have been in this industry for 5 years. So like, yes, I should know the basics, the basic competitors, the basic buyer and supplier powers. Like, I feel like that should go without saying. So I write it, it's great. She has nothing to say. She's like, oh, this is so good, whatever. And then we go in there on Monday, and she's like, what is your reference, like your references that you used? And I was like, oh, I used one reference, and here's what it is. Now, let me explain myself before you're like, oh yeah, I'm on her side. No, you're not. No, you're not. It is another, like, person's 5 forces of analysis, like Porter's 5 forces analysis that I use as a reference. That's messed up. That's plagiarism. Incorrect. The industry that they did was a spin-off industry of what I did, so it didn't help me at all. But it's the only thing that I read that was pertaining to that, which is a reference, or well, it's more of a bibliography, but you get the reference, you get the point. And I literally told her, I was like, I did not even use this. I said what I did was completely my own work. And I was like, I was literally fighting for my freaking life. And she finally lets it go. And then Tuesday, she literally like, no, we have to get together again tonight because I just don't trust that you didn't plagiarize, even though it was put into a plagiarism website. 0% plagiarism. I wrote it entirely. She insisted we rewrite it. So I sat there while they rewrote it. I mean, I'm not gonna do it 3-4 fucking times. Like, get a life. So she rewrites it on Tuesday. Tuesday was a disaster, but before we get into Tuesday, I'm gonna flash us back to Sunday. I had a family thing on Sunday, but before that, I run out of data. Now, any other time running out of data is like it's like not that big of a deal, right? When I tell you this thing might as well be a fucking brick when you don't have Wi-Fi if there's no data. I mean, oh my god. I don't get group messages. I'm in 37 billion fucking jillion group messages. Like, literally tons of them. So I'm not getting any of those. My service doesn't renew until the 9th. And you can add service, but they can't guarantee me, like, anything. Like, it could be that I get the extra service, like, at the end of the month or whatever. And I'm like, no, if I'm paying for it, I want it now. Tough. You don't get it now. So I've even paid the phone bill, and I still can't renew my service. So I'm stuck with, like, basic-ass calls and texts unless I'm on Wi-Fi, and even then I can't get group messages on Wi-Fi. knows why that I have to do it and whatever. People are telling me to call the messaging app. I'm like, that's you. You're my service. What do you mean? Anyways, that was annoying. Let's flash to Tuesday. My supervisor gets on her fucking high horse. And when I tell you that bitch, I am that bitch's high horse. She fucking rode me from like after it was like 4 o'clock. She gave me shit the whole hour from 4 to 5 o'clock. I was fighting for my life. Basically, she's telling me that I'm not doing anything and like blah 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 blah. Now let me preface this, like you don't know this, but one thing that I did, I've been going above and beyond for this one specific supplier that we deal with. I'm doing like 3 or 4 people's jobs for this damn supplier, but she literally told me that I'm doing nothing. I'm like, that's incorrect. Everyone around me that I'm talking to is like, that's crazy. She's clearly delusional. Like, get a grip. So I'm fighting for my life in the midst of that, as that is happening. Okay. Also, I burned myself. That's a burn on Sunday. Anyways, as that's happening, as I'm literally fighting with this woman for an hour on Teams, like chatting back and forth, I'm in the office on Tuesdays. One woman, the grown ass woman that I thought was a friend of mine, starts talking shit about me. And when I'm telling you talking shit, I mean I'm sitting here. She's standing like right there. And the person that she's talking shit to, and there's another person she's talking shit with, like there's 3 people. Maybe I should name these people. Okay. It's 2 girls and a guy, so we'll name one of them Stephanie. We'll name the other one Brenda. And we'll name the guy Steven. Okay. Steven and another one of my friends are trying to move seats because we had some of the people had a big company moving like seat desk situation. That is not important to the story, but that's what's happening, right? So Steven and this other guy that I like are friends with are trying to figure out if they're gonna move into like a cube with the rest of us. So we're getting that all into place, right? Cool, great, whatever. Here comes Brenda, and what the hell did I say the other girl's name was? Did I say Stephanie? We're saying Stephanie. Sorry, I've already forgotten the names. Brenda and Stephanie go up to Steven, and quite literally, Stephanie is like 27, 28, 25, somewhere in that range. She's standing a little bit further back. Brenda is in her damn near in her 50s, like 49 to 50, 48 to 50, somewhere in that range. Keep that in mind, okay? Brenda is standing directly in front of Steven, and she's like, she goes in and out of doing this. She'll be like, she'll get louder, and then she'll go, and then she'll get a little bit louder like this, and then she'll hear go, this any kind of twisted. Michael's married. I have a long-term boyfriend. Okay, cool. Thank you. It's not like that at all. So I'm just like, oh my god, like just drama bullshit, right? So I'm fighting with this girl. Then I have to go home. And when I go home, I met with the drama of this girl wanting to rewrite this damn paper. So she wants to rewrite the paper. So we get on there. I tell her I've got an hour. I'm like, I've got an hour. You can have 1 hour of my time and that's it. We rewrite it. It is shit. It is absolute dog shit. It is written like a damn kindergartner wrote it. It is absolute garbage. But I don't give a shit. Like, I'm like, whatever. If you want it to be shit, then that's on you. Like, I don't care. You're going down. Like, I'm not, you know. I mean, yes, it's my grade too, but like, I also just don't give a shit at this point. So, all of this happens. Finally, it's over. The meeting's over. I decompress. I go to bed. Wednesday. Yesterday. I don't feel like yesterday was all that crazy until like kind of shit hit the fan again, I guess. Wednesday was fine. During work was okay. Like, it was nothing special. Like, my supervisor's on her bullshit again, but like, whatever. And then this is what kills me. I actually go out to lunch with a friend. Like, I actually had a decent day so my water was out during the day Wednesday. Our water goes out all the time here. Like, it's all the time. A pipe is busted or something's leaking or the main water supply is blah 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 blah. It's always out. So I'm like, well, it always comes back on by the time we get home, so I wasn't worried about it. I come here. Keep in mind, I have class at 7, which is relevant for later in the story. And I'm like, I want to take a shower. Can't. Water's still off. Which also means can't go to the bathroom, can't literally do anything. Like, with water, nothing. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I have had a rough week. So I pull out my bottle of wine, crack the seal, pour me a toasty glass of it, and I'm like, I'm really feeling this wine. Like, I'm really feeling it. Like, the alcohol percentage was low comparatively. And I'm like, and I've been drinking more. Like, I mean, not like in excess, but I've been drinking more recently. And I'm like, why am I mean, I was literally like, I was like virtually getting the spins. Like, it was just ridiculous. I mean, yes, the glass of wine was like half the bottle, but like, or like a fourth, maybe like more like a third of the bottle. And I'm like, but I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'm never tipsy that fast, ever. Like, I shouldn't say this on the internet. The night before, I had like multiple bottles of wine and was able to continue doing life like I was fine. So for me to be tipsy after that little bit was crazy. And I'm like, what is going on? Well, it turns out I remembered, but I had only had lunch and I only had like a smoothie and a light like wrap. And so I hadn't eaten enough. So I'm tipsy and I lose entire that's gonna go to the owner, and I'm gonna send them your message or whatever. I was like, okay, thanks. Well, it's like, flash forward to today, because I go to bed, my meeting ends at 1 a.m., by the way, on a fucking work night, because that was so fun. I'll get into why that is in a second. So I get up to go to work today, and I'm like, okay, well, work, like, halfway through lunch, I'm like, okay, are these people ever gonna email me back? Like, what the hell is up? You know, like, I emailed them at, like, before 6 o'clock, so, like, you had plenty of time to email me back. So I call again, and this time the woman's a bitch. Like, she's like, I get sent to her, and she's like, the owner isn't in and won't come in till Monday. And I'm like, okay, so I should expect to hear something by Monday then. Well, probably by Tuesday, because she's been out for blah, blah. I'm like, you and your people destroyed my shit. Watch your fucking mouth. You owe me almost $100 fucking dollars. Watch your mouth. So I've been very polite and very nice, because they owe me money now. But when the owner comes back, if she's got this same kind of fucking little bitch attitude, I'ma fuck her shit up. I'm gonna literally be like, motherfucker, watch your fucking mouth. Like, I'm gonna go the fuck off, and then I'm gonna find the fucking headquarters, and I'm gonna go the fuck there too. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not a Karen, but I will fuck you up. You fuck my shit up at my fucking house, and somebody fucking paid you to do it. Get out of here. Anyways, so on the 9th of October, my phone should be turned back on with all the service, so I'll probably get 45 million fucking group messages then, but I now have unlimited data, so I've solved that problem. Or well, that might be next month. I don't know what that'll ever. Anyways, I'm about to have unlimited data at some point before the year's over. Who gives a shit? Anyways, then let me flash back to yesterday afternoon / early ass this morning. Keep in mind I get up at 5 a.m., right? Okay, so like, keep that in mind. I kid you not. Okay. We have a mentor for this project. Our mentor got the paper, made comments. He ripped. I don't even remember what I called that girl, but the girl who was the bitch who wanted to rewrite my thing, he ripped her a new ass. Said her part was shit, basically. Said that her writing was elementary. Crazy. That's an insult when you're in this kind of education. That's an insult. Fought with her about wording. Basically said that the entire sentence structure of everything was questionable at best. Oh my god. I was over there getting off to that shit, which is probably fucked up, but oh my god. This bitch has run me rampant since like last fucking Thursday. So like, to hear him say like, you ain't shit, your writing ain't shit, was amazing. But it also came at a cost. The assignment was almost fucking late because of how long it took her to re-edit it. Then after it's done, she would not shut the fuck up. We did not get off that call until 1 a.m. I get up at 5. some work people at a work event. Oh my god. I know I'm gonna get messed up at that event. But anyways, I'm not driving. My boyfriend's dropping me off and picking me up. But anyways, so this is gonna be chaotic next week too. Yeah. So I think that's everything. That was my drama. That was my drama ramble recap situation. I just wanted to. This week has just been too crazy to not tell you. Like, I had to tell you. So that's what I did. I only had one Kool-Aid jammer, so that's good. Less sugar for me to consume, the better. But yeah, as always, let me know what you want to see from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a laugh, because